Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Money Huddle. It's your boy Dre Rich, and I got my boy Shaq over here. We had a good Monday night, Shaq. We had a good Monday night.
We did. We killed the Monday night.
Yes, sir. Let's do a recap. Let's do a little recap, okay? We got the Vikings at the Bears. The Vikings. I'm not sure how McCarthy got the NFC Player of the Week, and he threw a pick six.
So bad.
His
I think
first
it was just.
touchdown in the NFL was a pick six.
Oh man, and that's my thing is like you got to think NFC. Like Jalen Hurts played Thursday, you guys, and he had a great game. Like if we're talking about great performances out of the NFC, like how are you gonna take McCarthy? Like yeah, it was a great comeback, but the first three quarters were trash.
Literally, there were
Like
other players that
trash.
had great days. Like,
Yeah,
man, bad.
I just
But we hit.
yeah
We hit
yeah.
though. Our play was the over, and the over cashed. Okay, the pick six did help out.
The pick six, we needed it. We needed it. So
We need a pick
like
six,
yeah, we
but it
needed it.
happened.
But no, what's crazy is that we've been 100% on our over unders this year, and I think there's like 4 or 5 games that hit the over out of all of them, and we picked the over on all of them. So we're
Literally,
hot on that. We know we got a finger on the pulse there. So we're giving you hot takes on the overs.
yes. Trust us with the over under consensus play. We won't give it to you if it's not consensus on both of our sides, bro. We won't give it to you. We will give you something else. But our consensus
Yeah,
is
we
the
argue.
over on that one, and we hit.
Yeah,
Trust us.
yeah,
Trust us.
yeah. I mean,
And lucky
we're
for
batting a
y'all,
thousand.
lucky for y'all, we have another total for y'all this game. But first, I'm gonna let Shaq talk about what he thinks is going to happen at this Commanders at Packers game overall. I want to know the details, man. Not just what you think is going to happen, but I want the details in this game.
Okay, all right. So let's break this game down. The Packers looked really good on defense Sunday, and Micah didn't even play 100% of the snaps. I think he played right at about 50. I think it was maybe a little over 50% of the snaps, and he was still a factor in that game. And then Washington, I've got to. Granted, they played the Giants, but that front seven, I think people are underrated in Washington. So I'm like, these two defenses are gonna be. It's gonna be a stout match there. You look at the Green Bay game last week with Jordan Love, and they kind of gave you what they did last year. I mean, they really wanted to get the run game going with Josh Jacobs, but the New York Giants front seven is probably the best front seven in the league. They're really slept on, and Josh Jacobs just couldn't get it going. They're going to try and get it going tonight, but as a result, they dink and dunk. I mean, there wasn't a receiver with more than 4 catches, and he hit almost, I think it was 6 or 7 different receivers in that game. So it's going to be one of those kind of games. It's going to be short dink and dunks, first downs, going for it on fourth down when you're on the other side of the 50 in field goal range. I think it's going to be a tough fought game. I just don't see the Commanders pulling it off. They've got to travel on a short week, going to Green Bay, who's got 2 straight home games. They've had to do nothing but prepare. And Green Bay looked scary good on Sunday, I'm not going to lie. So I'm definitely going to take the under here, but I'm going to take Green Bay to win in this game. I think it's going to be run the ball, play action. There's going to be pressure on both quarterbacks all night. I think it's going to be low passing yards. I think it's going to be one of those old school games, low scoring, 24-17 at the highest in this game. I think it'll be more like 17-13, 17-14 in that range. I think it's going to be smash mouth football here tonight. So I'm going to take definitely the Packers to win and cover and the under in this game.
Man, I'm with you 100%. That goes into our consensus play, which is the under 48 and a half. I'm telling you, we hot.
Just don't.
Something you might want to get into right now. 48 and a half under. This game
Just
is going
don't
to
see
be
49 points, man. I just don't see it with those defenses. I just
49.
don't see it.
It's just hard to see this game going over 45 almost. I mean, I'm surprised if it goes over 45. Like, this is
Yeah,
going to be
like
a
24,
slow.
42, 41. I was really
Yes,
thinking the points have gone up. Like, yeah, I
it
think it
went
started
up.
at 47.5, and we were still both on the under. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
just
don't understand.
don't see it.
I just
Yeah,
don't get it, man. I know that Jordan Love has the ability to blow this game up the water. He has the ability. He has the arm to do that. But I just don't think it's
but
gonna be that easy for him.
I think it's early in the season too, and that offense isn't well oiled enough. There's not a true number one. There's not a he's not comfortable with a solid guy. That's my guy. I got to get a first down. We're not there yet. It's week two. That's why I'm like, you saw a lot of dink and dunk, and they did that last year. They spread the ball around last year. Really, Josh Jacobs is the one they're going to try to get going, but that Washington front seven, I mean, they're no New York Giants front seven, but they're a top eight, probably front seven in the league. The run's going to be hard. They're going to make Daniels get outside the pocket. They're going to make him throw on the run. If he's going to run, they're going to hit him. Like, it's going to be one of those games. So I really did, yeah. We'll get into my plays later. If this game goes the way that we're calling with the under and the defense is getting in there, I really think that it's going to be low scoring here. I just don't. There's no way it hits 50. I don't see either one of these teams putting 30 on the other.
No, like I see. So like the Packers have the ability to go crazy. They have the ability to do that. It's just they're very young. They're still very. This offense is crazy young. The average age of this offense is like 25. Like they are kids out here. And the Dan Quinn defense, guys, Dan Quinn, bro. One thing he has is
Yeah,
defense. Okay. He's gonna hang his head on the defense. Okay. Now, I don't see Jaden Daniels having enough time to throw the ball downfield. I do think that the Packers have some injuries on the offensive line, which can make things hard on Jordan Love as well. So if
and
we're
Josh
scared,
Jacobs,
if you are scared of the under and you're scared of
yeah,
Jordan Love going nuts, you shouldn't be as worried because the offensive line is still injured from last week.
yeah, and that's another thing. They're beat up moving guys around on that offensive line. And like I
Yeah,
said, that front seven in Washington is slept on. They're really solid. Like Luvu from last year was really good. I think he was
yeah,
like top 10 at least in linebacker stats last year for solo tackles and breakups. And I mean, everybody remembers him for jumping over the pile against us in the NFC Championship game. But I mean, they're aggressive. If that tells you anything, they're going to be aggressive in this game, especially with that offensive line. So I don't see Josh Jacobs getting it done, and I see them having to spread the ball around. There's going to be pressure on both guys, and Jordan Love does not react well to pressure. So I mean, it's going to be one of those games. I really think it's going to be a low-scoring pick'em game. 48.5 is crazy. I think they're dead
it's
wrong on this one.
crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. And like, what's your
I think.
prop play for this game?
Well, I think, like I said, it's going to be a defensive game. So there's going to be a lot of. I think they're going to want to control the clock. I think there's going to be a lot of running the ball, taking their time, getting downfield, trying to sustain drives. So, and last week we saw it. We saw the breakout seventh round guy, Krosky Merritt. I'm going to take him for 9.5 carries over. And this number actually went down. It was at 10.5. You could go to 9.5 on prize picks, and it was lower odds. And now it's at a solid 9.5 even. So I like that a lot. There was a lot of people saying, Austin Eckler was up in the air with the shoulder injury this week, and he's going to play, but it's early in the year. He's a vet. I don't see them having to run him into the ground if they've got a young guy behind him who last week 10 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown by himself. I don't see how he doesn't get 10 carries tonight if it's going to be a smash mouth game. They're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get the hands out of Jaden. So if he's not getting outside the pocket, he's going to be running. And if he's not running, they're going to be giving it to Merritt, I feel like. Fresh legs, young guy. Eckler will be in there on third downs with the injury, getting receiving yards. But the tough yards tonight are going to be coming from Merritt. I see him getting 12, 14 carries easy tonight if it's a defensive game. So I think that's my solid bet of the week right there.
And what's your second prop, man? I know you got another one on the same team. What's going on?
I'm going to take Jaden Daniels under 230 yards tonight, 231. And I think that's crazy. Micah Parsons, when he's in there, is going to have pressure. He knows this guy. He's been able to get pressure when he was a Dallas Cowboy, playing them twice a year. And this Packers team, their secondary is really good. I think they're slept on as well. And they've got, with Micah Parsons, they're a solid defense. These guys are top 10 defense all the way around. I just don't see Jaden Daniels. This team's old. They took a lot of trick plays last week with Debo, getting him involved. But his favorite target is still Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz is like 32 years old, is going to be checked down passes. Zach Ertz's yards over under is 30 and a half, and I think it went down to 29 and a half. So they're thinking it's going to be a big McLaurin game, but I'm telling you, it's going to be run the ball. A lot of Jaden Daniels trying to get outside from the pressure and make yardage on big third downs, second downs, and long. So I don't see him passing for 230 yards. It's not against this Packers secondary. If you watched that game last week, they shut the Lions down. Like, Gibbs had, I think, 5 catches for like 11 yards, something like that. It was a crazy stat line. So this defense is for real. There's no way he throws 230. No way. If he breaks 200, I would be shocked. I see 180, 190 yards from Jaden Daniels tonight.
Hey, I want to say I agree 100% on both those picks. I'm really, really in agreement on the Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt situation. I just think that Eckler is gonna not only he limited his reps because he came in injured to this game. He came in questionable. So not only that situation, but he's gonna be tired catching passes. He's going to be tired running upfield from the catching because we know Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt is not a pass catching running back. Eckler is the pass catcher in the backfield. So he gets a couple of passes. He's going to be winded. Okay. Might even get hurt again because he's coming into the game hurt. Like, I just think Ja'Cory's going to have his opportunities.
Beat up the last couple of years as well. He's been beat up like the last couple seasons. He's not played a full season since he was a Charger. So
since he got hurt on the Chargers.
I just don't see him getting 10, 12 touches if it's not third down situations. And if it's third and short, I don't see him getting the carries unless he's the fresh legs, which means he's not going to be on the field a whole lot. I think by the end of the year, Krosky is going to take over the lead backs role for sure. He looked so good last week that Eckler will eventually be a third down guy. And with the injury, I think this is just the beginning of it. They're sleeping on it tonight with that 9.5. And I think it's going to be a run-heavy game between him and Daniels for sure.
I agree. I think that Daniels may even have a touchdown. How much he's going to run tonight? He might just go crazy on the ground. Like, I don't
see it.
They know they can't shoot out with this team. They know they can't shoot out with the Packers, man. They can't. They can't afford a shootout. They will get ran over. They can't be cutting the ball 5 times a game.
Too many guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, also,
that's why
the Packers
their game plan is to get pressure on Jordan Love tonight. Like you have to disrupt that. And in the past, we see that if Jordan Love gets disrupted, he's got pressure. He's not making accurate throws downfield. And in the last game, he threw like 18. He only had 18 completions, and he threw, I think, 30 plus times in that game.
Yep.
So, and that was against the Lions defense, who's not shabby either. But I'm just saying, this is right in there. He's not going to throw for. It's going to be they're going to have pressure tonight.
I really do like these props. And I like those props, man. I do like those props. I'm gonna get into mine. I got
what you got?
another kicking prop because we did so well with the Vikings Bears game. Will Rashard kicking them field goals for me.
With this year, been killing
One
it.
of them was really
kickers.
deep. He hit a deep one too. I was like, "Oh snap! There you go, Will. Let's go, Will. Let's go."
Football fantasy leagues now.
Literally, let's go. Come on a fantasy team. Come on your bench. But I'm gonna go with Brandon McManus over 1.5 field goals made. If you remember him from the Broncos, he was heavily trusted. And the Packers had kicking issues last year. They had really big problems. They had a young guy who got fired. He got fired. So McManus is coming in because they trust him to kick field goals in tight situations. They know that he's going to make more than he's going to miss. So I think that if this running game is going to be what it is, and this is going to be a low-scoring game that we think it is, he will have opportunities to kick the field goals. Okay, and so I'm going with Brandon McManus over 1.5 field goals. My first bet.
Every point's going to matter tonight. They're going to take what they can get.
Dog fights.
Yeah.
You want kickers in dog fights.
20-17. That's where I'm looking at it tonight. I'd be shocked if this kid's past 40. Like, 24-17 is about where I've got it drawn at. I don't see it getting past 41 points tonight. Like, I think field goals are going to come down to it.
I will say that it could be a little bit closer to the 40 side. Personally, I will say it's going to be about 21-26 Packers. That's what I'm going to say. Just because I think that the Commanders can score 20 points on them. They won't score more than that. They won't score more than 27 points, 21 points. But I don't see them kicking field goals either.
Yeah, I'm just worried about how old their offense is with this young Packers defense.
They're old men.
Yeah, they're the oldest team in the league. The Commanders are. These guys, a lot of guys, last year of their contract. So, anyway, sorry.
They were
Go ahead.
Yeah, they were. For my last prop, Shaq said I shouldn't do it. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm going with my guy, my season-long guy, Matthew Golden, over 34.5 receiving yards. It's gonna be a low-scoring game. We know that, but we know that the better Josh Jacobs runs the ball, there will be a couple of times the play action will be open. A couple of times. I just need one catch from Matthew Golden. I think he can get one catch, a 30-something yard catch, maybe even a 25-yard catch that he has the yards after the catch and gets upfield for 8 more yards and gets me my 35 receiving yards. Okay? He's going to do it.
All right.
I need him to do it.
He's going to do it.
Because my season-long bet is for him to have 700 yards. And he got to start now, man. He has to start now. Do it for me,
you got
Matthew.
That. You got that early for that 700 yards. Yeah, I could see 700 because I wanted to say at the end of the last 2 weeks before the season started, it was at 9 something. I think it was at right at 9 for
Man,
Goldman.
he got a
But
great number.
you're not wrong. He's very capable. He's got the speed. He could take a screen all the way to the house. He's very fast. He's got it. If he gets the ball in his hands, 34 yards in one play is very doable with him. Like, he is dangerous. There's a reason they took him in the first round in the top, 10 picks, 12 picks? Didn't
Yep.
they trade up to get him? Or no, they took him late. They took him
Yep.
late, I think.
He got him a little later.
Then either
Lucky.
first round guy with crazy speed. He reminds me a lot of Tyreek Hill. Like, he just has to have the ball in his hands. So very
And
possible,
that's
but
what I'm saying, man. I'm on your pick with Ja'Cory, Krosky Merritt, and I'm on Matthew Golden because these are young guys that I think they want to showcase them in a prime time spot. They want to show them, hey, we made a good pick. We are good drafters, guys. We draft very well. Look at my guy, Merritt, with 50 yards in the first half because he has 8 carries the whole game. Like 9
yeah,
carries, well, no, 8 carries the first half. The first half. Like he might
yeah.
have
These
8
guys
carries the
want to show
first
off.
half.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's where I really feel like that's going to be that way because the defense is going to be there. They're going to get pressure. They're going to want to stop the run. They're going to want to establish the run. Both teams are going to try and establish the run because it opens up the rest of their playbooks. That's what both of
yes.
these teams are based
So
on.
I just know the young guys are going to show up tonight. They're going to be looked at. They're going to be schemed into the plan for another reason than just, oh, we got to win. Is we want to show we are good drafting, and the GMs want to see them. They want to see those guys do something. Like, do something. You were drafted in the first round to do something. So
Yeah,
do it.
and they want to prove that their organization is solid all the way around. Like, Merritt is a third or seventh round guy. They want to prove that, hey, we can do this at any draft that you get us at. We want to prove everybody wrong. We want to
Look,
highlight these
Ja'Cory.
guys.
Like Ja'Cory,
Yeah,
we just traded Brian freaking Robinson. We freaking got rid of a guy who is good because of you.
big guy, big back. That tells you what kind of talent Merritt has. They're confident in
Exactly.
him.
He
Very
has to
confident
do
in
it
him. They feel
now.
like they stole him in the seventh round, and he looked like it last week. He really did against a really good defense. He in only 10 opportunities, 80 yards, 82 yards, and a tutty. That's 8.2 yards a carry against a really good Giants defense. I mean, he made Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? I I just don't see how they don't give him 10 touches tonight. It's ridiculous if you don't. Like, the guy proved
Man.
it last week.
And I'm more on it.
And
I'm more on it.
Eckler's hurt. Like, you have to give him the ball.
You gotta give him the ball. I'm more on this pick of a Ja'Cory Krosky because I think the Manders might win. They
Okay.
might.
All right.
If if it's a slug fight, if it's a slug match, anyone can win.
That's why I'm like,
I
no
think
matter
that
what, I'm taking the Packers to for the cover the 3. Like, it'll be close. I think 3's right at it. That's why I'm like, I don't think it's 3.5. It's not 2.5. It's at 3, which means it's close. That's just a straight up home advantage. Is the only 3 points that the Packers got there
yeah.
because they're at home. So it's pretty much a pick 'em.
If it was three and a
That's the
half,
only advantage. Yeah.
I might take the Manders. I don't know. I'm not gonna pick the Manders
Yeah.
right now. No, but like 3.5, I would pick the Manders.
I
But do
think
you
it
have
will be close. Like,
anything?
it's a field goal game.
You have you have anything special for like any other props you like a little bit just for this game?
Uh, the
Bonus
one I
props,
do
no
like,
bonus.
the props on tonight's game. I like Jordan Love under. I think he's at 225.5. I like the under there. That's just what he threw last week against the Lions secondary. That's hit or miss. They've got a good run stopping defense. I think the Manders are a little better there. So I've got him under. They're going to really try to establish a run with uh, with Jacobs tonight. I think Jacobs touchdown. I think people slept on that last week. I like a Jacobs touchdown tonight too. Especially if they, like I said, if it's defense control the clock, they get it in the 5 yard line. There's going to be 3 handoffs to Jacobs if they're really Josh Jacobs in this situation. So I like Jordan Love under on passing yards, and I like uh, Jacobs for a touchdown tonight. I like those. The receivers, man, is so dink or dunk and spread out that I don't feel comfortable taking any of the receptions. They're literally all their numbers on Prize Picks are like 2 or 3 yards. Nobody's above 40 receiver wise for Green Bay, and the receptions are all 3.5. Like it's kind of that's why I'm like, ugh. I don't like. I'm staying away from that, and I feel like quarterbacks are the way to go tonight. I just see this game being smash mouth football.
Like I said, I agree, man, 100%. Like I also like Jordan Love to just dink and dunk his way, if anything. It's like this is a very Chiefs-like offense, as you said. It's a very Chiefs-like offense, spread it around, very sporadic. You can't trust anyone specifically. You just gotta just go past someone, you know, give to somebody, and that's what I like.
Yeah,
I like
they're
I
all
like
fast young guys. They're capable of making big plays if they get the ball in their hands. Like that's why I'm like, it doesn't matter who he gets it to, and I think he knows that. I think that's the comfortability in this offense.
yes, and I know I like my guy Matthew Golden for selfish reasons, very selfish reasons. I have a future long on him, but I will say that my most confident pass catcher for the Packers is none other than the running back. I like Josh Jacobs to have at least 2 catches tonight. At least. He's not a very
Mm.
big pass catcher. Okay. He was much more of a pass catcher for the Raiders than he is on the Packers. Last year, if you've seen the last year's stats, he did not average a lot of catches last season. I do think, though, like I said, they're going to be blitzing Jordan Love,
It plays.
blitzing
I was
the
gonna say
shit
it
out
plays
of him.
into the game script. It plays into the game script. I could see 2 catches easy. If it's at 1.5, that's not a
Yeah,
bad.
I'm
Not a
taking
bad.
it.
I like that.
But they're going to be
I'd
what? Be
rather have
blitzing him.
that than any of their receivers. Oh yeah, because
See?
yeah, Josh Jacobs at 1.5. You got Jaden Reed at 3, Dobbs at 3.5. Wicks is at 1.5. I think that's a good bet. But then you got Kraft at 3.5. Golden Brown, yeah, Brown, Golden Brown, Matthew Golden.
Jordan Brown.
He's gonna get charged tonight. I don't know, but he's at a 3 too. They're all real close. They're all real close at receptions besides the Dontavian Wicks. And at the 1.5 mark, I would rather have Josh Jacobs. So like I said, it's gonna be a pressure game. So I'm with you on that.
We'll see. Like I said, recap. We are on the under 48 and a half. We gave y'all 2 plays each. Shaq likes Corey Krosky Merritt over 9.5 carries. We think that he can have it in the first half. That's how much the game's gonna be a
All
grinded
day.
out game. He will have at
All
least
day.
5 in the first half. At least 5. Like, goodness
Oh
gracious.
yeah. I feel like he'll get 4 or 5 carries in the first 2 drives, first quarter.
Literally.
Like, I'm
Yes.
confident on that. I would not be shocked if he's the first guy out with the lead offense tonight.
Yep. And then he likes Jaden Daniels under 230 and a half passing yards. I like Brandon McManus over 1.5 field goals made. He agrees as well. And we
Going
are
with the kicker.
differing on this. We are differing on this, Matthew Golden. I'm selfish and I need it all. I need it all from him. He can't be going 4 straight games with just 20 yards, man. You're hurting my pockets in the long term, brother. Catch one, make the most out of that one catch,
Oh man,
and
can
get
you
off the
imagine if
field.
he's like 694 on the season, 694. You know, imagine
Bro,
your
I would be
league.
so angry, bro. If he got like 650, I'd be like, what the hell is that? Dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I
and
think Jaden
then
Reed's hurt. I feel like they're going to get him going
they
eventually.
have to get him going. They have easier matchups coming up. They have easier targets
That
coming up.
that's what I was
He
going to
will
say.
be
The schedule gets way easier.
yes. I could be just shooting. I could be jumping the gun. Okay, I could be jumping the gun, but I'm jumping it. I'm jumping it right now.
Yeah,
And
but you
then
might be ahead of the trend. Might be ahead of the
I could
trend.
be ahead of the train. And if I am ahead of the
Yeah,
train, that means our viewers are too. Let's go. We are giving y'all
yeah. Keep
picks
that up. Yeah,
literally. And
we want to
I
win.
also want to
We
thank,
want you to.
yes, we want you to be ahead of the train. Where are y'all at? You tell us, or you gonna be in the back of the bus, or you gonna be with
Yeah,
us?
we're trying to be with it
And then
before it
Shaq
gets
gave
on.
exactly. And Shaq gave up some bonus props. He likes the touchdown from Josh Jacobs, and he likes the under on uh, Love's passing yards. So
Yeah,
extra plays, guys.
I guess
Extra play, and I'm
I
giving Josh
don't.
Jacobs over 1.5
Well,
catches.
quarter. I don't see either one of these quarterbacks throwing 200 yards tonight. Right at it, maybe, but I don't see him going crazy. So
Yep.
it's gonna be a good
Hey,
game.
take those
It's gonna be
bets.
competitive.
We give y'all all these picks for free, so y'all can make money. So we love y'all. You gotta just trust us. Okay. We wouldn't give y'all any picks if we wasn't looking this stuff up, researching this stuff, putting the time in.
Yeah,
Some folks
trust us.
don't
We
even watch
want
football,
that
they just
eulogy.
bet. That's stupid.
Yeah, we want that eulogy section at the beginning of every episode to be a little shorter for sure. And
Yeah.
like I said, week one, we're on to week two. We got a little bit of stats in. We kind of know a little bit of what these teams look like. We're going to see what they really are real quick. But
Yep.
yeah, this is basically week one. These guys are playing on a short week, so what you see is what you get. That's where I'm feeling. So I'm just gonna ride with what I'm seeing here. But yeah, we want to be ahead of trends. We want to make you guys money. We want to see. We don't want to just go against the market
And
to
we
go
will
against the market. We see where the market's wrong, and we want to make us money
exactly.
against the market. So that's where we're at.
Exactly.
The under.
The goal is to beat the books. We beating the books,
Yeah,
bro. And
they
we will
are
be
the
back
enemy.
tomorrow. We will be here tomorrow for another installment of Money Huddle.
Got
We
your
will
Sunday.
preview the weekend slate and get y'all ready for Sunday. Big days. Big days, big
Yeah,
money to be made.
I got a game for you guys in the early window, the afternoon window, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the Sunday night game. So I'm going to take one from every window of Sunday. That way, you guys at least have a player from one of these games to look at, and I'll break it down for you guys. I've been looking forward to this because, Super Bowl rematch this weekend.
Oh, preview. Look at that preview like that. Telling you, we giving y'all full course meal and two sides. He's giving you all every single window. You will have someone to look at, something to bet on. That's a full day
We
of
don't
watching
skip
games.
the gravy. We don't skip the gravy. We cover it all.
Literally. And we don't want no appreciation. Just watch the show, man. Just like and
Yeah.
subscribe. Hit the subscribe
Shout
button
out.
right
Let
there on
us
the
know.
bottom.
Let us know when you're hitting those wins. We want to see
Literally.
you guys win.
Yeah, comment. Comment the good and the bad. Hey man, I lost on that play. Or hey man, Will Rashard cashed me out $200. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Go Will.
willing to take questions. Willing to take questions and give you guys answers. What I think. I'll give you takes all day. I'm plugged in. All I listen to is sports radio all day, guys. While
Exactly.
I'm
And
working, I'm
we
working.
love y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Get them bets in.